I hate to call them gang stalkers and conspirators, but it's becoming increasingly obvious. There was a group of people who were watching my social media content. You know, I didn't realize I had people who were competing with me. I didn't realize I had people who disliked me. I didn't realize I had people who wanted to sabotage me. But there were people who who didn't like me and wanted to sabotage me. And interestingly enough, you know, I was just minding my own business, creating my social media content, and I suspect these people were holding meetings, you know, just dedicated to watching me, watching my social media content. They were obsessed with me like I was a pop superstar or a movie star, like I was a celebrity. They didn't realize a lot of my posts were performative. It was like a sensationalistic wrestling character. It was not the real me. And they thought I needed to be humbled based on a persona, you know? And I suspect they conspired into sabotaging me. Which is really ridiculous. It's like if you see a rich and famous pop superstar and you assume her public persona is the real her, and you conspire into torturing her because it's like you don't know me. A lot of these people didn't know me. They didn't know the real me, and they were just imagining what I was like in their minds, and they were projecting onto me, and they just didn't know me. Somebody said, "Oh no, Andrew, you know, whoever the gang stalkers and conspirators may be, whether it's your ex-girlfriends, whether it's, you know, friends you knew, acquaintances from school, or, family, step-family, yeah, I don't know. Maybe even rich, powerful, and interesting people were watching my content. Who knows? But I suspect there were conspirators. I suspect there were gang stalkers, and they were obsessed with me. You know, they were obsessed with me, like I was a celebrity. And some of these people, maybe not all of them, maybe some of the people were just laughing at me, like I was a laughing stock. But some of the people had nefarious intentions and wanted to see me get hurt, and, you know, basically orchestrated and planned misfortune for me. Now somebody says, there's no evidence of this, Andrew. You're just coming to a feeling of conviction about what you suspect is true. You know, this is not confirmed and corroborated by anybody. You're just daydreaming, and you're believing the daydreams, which is a delusion. Obviously, the line between fantasy and reality gets blurred. You know, I daydream, and I believe the daydream. So realize, you know, if I really think about it, there's no evidence of this. Nobody has confirmed and corroborated this. So catch it, check it, change it. There are no gang stalkers. There are no conspirators. I'm an unknown. I'm having delusions. Toggle the switch to off.